Good afternoon and welcome back to Places in Ontario, Canada. We're here at St. Joseph's Cemetery, a Catholic cemetery at Old Kingston Road and Morrish Road in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. We're going to go for a little walk here. You're seeing everything for the first time that I'm seeing. There is some old tombstones in this graveyard, which appear to be at the other end of the graveyard. I'll give you a little swoop of the graveyard. There's a wonderful, interesting tree. Sometimes I'm fascinated by trees. This palm tree, can you imagine? See, again, you know I don't edit. Well, if I was in Florida, maybe, but it's not a palm tree, it's a pine tree. Very large pine tree here in the cemetery. This first tombstone here is for Johanna Dunnigan, the wife of Owen Dunnigan. She passed away at 66 years old in 1892. And also their children, Brigette E. Dunnigan, who passed away in 1878 at the age of 18 years old, and Patrick Dunnigan, so sad, at the age of 2 years old in 1862. There's a bench here in the back corner of the cemetery. Somebody's been here with, I don't think I've ever seen a large rosary bead, which is on the tombstone of Carla, Rese. Here's something else I've never seen. A wreath with a rose, but wrapped around another pine tree here. A very old tombstone here with the last name Donnelly, Donnelly. It says in memory of John Donnelly, and it appears to say he passed away in 1881. So as mentioned, there's a lot of tombstones and this gigantic tree here that's casting a lot of shade on the tombstones here at St. Joseph's Cemetery. Wow, is that tree old? That has been here a long, long time. I'm always looking for Canadian soldiers' tombstones. I do see one over in the back left area there, so we will get to that. Well, this is interesting. They have some plants on top of Leslie L. Solty, or Solty, S-O-L-T-Y. She passed away in 1865, and Margaret Solty, who died in 1985. It's so dark here. I hope that's coming up on the camera. Oh, there we go. That's much better. And there's plants on this layered tombstone for exactly that reason. Another wonderful old tree here in the cemetery on this very bright sunny day. As I walk along, I see Marie Rooney, the beloved wife of Alfred L. Lumsdon. She passed away in 1975, and he passed away in 1982. Well, this drew some interest to me because it stands out. It's in memory of Michelle Jose, which I assume is Josephine Marie. She passed away in 1969. An angel of God. She was born in 1961, so she was 7 years old. So sad. There's a church here, which you can see the brick building. That is the church. It's an interesting tombstone here. The only thing I can make out is in loving memory of Mary. Now, if someone knows this tombstone is a friend or relative from way back, please leave comments below so we know exactly who she is. And cemeteries always have very old tombstones that fall down, and here's one right here as we pass the giant Gorman cemetery marker. This is for Rena Gorman, who passed away in 1820. Mabel Gorman, who passed away, sorry, that was 1920. Mabel Gorman, who passed away in 1905. Arthur Gorman, who passed away in 1920. Patrick Gorman, who passed away in 1927. And his wife, Ellen Gorman, who passed away in 1929. There's a fallen tombstone here, which I just cannot make out. And although I'm reading it the right way up, the stand that it was once in, you can see, broke off, and they've still placed it on the ground here. And this is the Canadian soldier that I saw from back in the cemetery. This is for Arthur P. Gorman, Canadian Field Artillery. He passed away at age 30 on March 29th, 1920. He was born on June 16th, 1889, and it says 344-836 Gunner. And here lies Lieutenant Sergeant Charles J. Barton of the 127th Battalion, CEF. He passed away on January 4th, 1943, and it states rest in peace. I'm not sure, but January 4th, 1943 sounds like he may have passed away fighting in World War II. And there's another soldier in the back left corner there who I filmed just before this. Here's a tombstone for Mr. William Barron, who passed away in 1943 or 1948. I can't tell because of the moss that has attached itself to this tombstone. I apologize for any shadow, but it's just such a bright sunny day today. So I was walking along and I noticed this tree, but I've never seen this before. The actual root of the tree is exposed. Very interesting. Here lies William Daniels, a private with the 42nd Battalion CEF. He passed away on April 19th, 1957 at 63 years old. And he is the last tombstone I'm filming, but actually was the first to the left when I walked into the cemetery, but I was looking straight and didn't see it. So, once again, we hope to see you back at places in Ontario, Canada. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. It's in the bottom right corner. It says subscribe. There's a little white box and it has an outline of Ontario that says subscribe through it. Just click that. You've subscribed. You're a member. You'll be notified when the new videos go up. And I usually put them up every 3 days at 12 noon Eastern. So, as I leave the cemetery, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again.